Hey, what's up, fine people of YouTube, fellow YouTubers? Come to you on this rather damp, dreary Saturday, September 13th, 2014. Anyway, I'm very happy and excited to have received back my WASR 10 that I had my favorite gunsmith over at Duffy's gun room in Sparks, Maryland, had them refinish it for me. As anyone knows, the WASR 10 comes with a very, very crappy finish. I mean, the paint is subpar. I mean, just like it's just been spray painted in someone's garage. And the wood, laminated parts of wood that are just really crappy looking out of the box. I decided just to have all that refinished, and at a cost of about $380. My WASR 10 has been thoroughly Cerakoted with this beautiful black satin Cerakote finish, and my wood I've had done in Russian red, kind of the traditional issue color of the receiver and furniture that was issued to the Russian infantry for years. A lot of people don't realize, but the AK-47 is really no longer being issued by the Russian army to their soldiers. They switched over to the AK-74, which I also have, but that's a different story. This rifle, the 74 that you see up here, came from James River Armory right here in Maryland, completely finished in this beautiful kind of matte finish wood, and really nice high quality bluing of the receiver and barrel. The James River came like that, so this is how it was out of the box, and it's an excellent AK-74. My WASR 10, of course, had a lot to be desired in terms of its appearance. The finish on it was just awful. And everyone knows that it's an awful finish that comes with this rifle. The wood is just absolutely atrocious. And my guns are really, they're for show mostly. Of course, I take them to the range for some fun. I love AKs. I mean, I know they're a bad boy rifle, and all over the news, every day we're seeing ISIS use these weapons to terrorize people, to spread their anti-Christian, anti-Jewish hate all over the Middle East. Well, at least they're attempting to form their caliphate all over the Middle East. We've learned that they are a complete division strong, approximately 15,000, maybe 30,000 members. Yeah, we've seen ISIS on TV using these to terrorize members of humanity. On the other hand, I look at these rifles for their aesthetic, tactile, and of course, historic qualities. That's why I own them. I just love the AKs, I really do. I have AR-15s, and I have a M1A, and several other rifles, military style, as the anti-gunners like to call them. But these are just for pleasure. I mean, they're mostly safe queens, and I do go out to the range every now and then with them, and have some fun shooting. AKs aren't the most accurate, except for the 74. I will say the 539 by 545 by 39 round this thing fires has very much the same ballistic characteristics as the 5.56 round from an AR-15. So they did a good job, the Russians, copying the ballistic characteristics of the famed M16. But again, we're not really here to talk about my AK-74. We're right here on the 7.62 by 39 firing AK-47. And anyone knows in a real AK-47, the select fire, full auto, as you know, this thing is really a semi-auto only. That is, each pull of the trigger fires one round. If you hold the trigger down, the disconnect engages the hammer and it won't fire anymore unless you release the trigger, and pull again. So these are, of course, not full auto. And people will say, well, it's not really an AK-47 then. But it really is. Come on, it really is an AK-47. It's simply because it is not full auto or select fire, it does not mean it's not really an AK-47. It has the same ballistics characteristics, fires the same round, and that's about that. Of course, these cannot be imported into the United States due to federal law as they are. They come as parts kits, and mine is as 922R compliant as possible. I'm not going to give details on what makes it 922R compliant, but I believe I have enough parts on here for it to be in compliance with federal law. Not have the ATF knocking on my door. Believe in obeying the law, no matter how ridiculous I believe these regulations, which I think are harassment on our firearms rights, but I will obey them, okay? And I said I will not specify all my 922R parts, but I will say, okay, this is a Tapco muzzle brake, Tapco trigger, U.S. made grip. Okay, and that's it. I'm not giving any more detail, and it is in compliance. But anyway, my buddy John, my favorite gunsmith over at Duffy's Gun Room in Sparks, Maryland, off of Falls Road, did a fantastic job. And you guys live in Maryland, you want your firearms refinished or fixed or whatever, go to him, man. He's really good. I'm highly impressed with the quality of work he's done on my AK. It's absolutely beautiful. It really matches this Bakelite Tula magazine. Standard capacity. Yeah, see, it's a Tula. And again, I have enough American-made parts on there for me to legally have a foreign-made magazine in it. Okay, ATF, I am not breaking the law. There's tons of American-made parts on this thing. Yeah, I'm not in violation. Anyway, I live in a very oppressive, very harsh on firearms rights state of Maryland, where they have banned these for future sale and transfer. If I want to sell this to anyone, I got to take it out of the state of Maryland, which means a less AK style firearm in Maryland, and I will not be doing that. I'm not going to sell it out of state. It's going to stay in my possession as long as I'm alive in this state. And they were banned because they are considered to be, wink wink wink, assault weapons. Please define me what assault weapon is. It's no different than what a pistol that fires semi-automatically does. Fires one round with each pull of trigger, has a detachable magazine like a pistol. But anyway, it's been these two firearms have been grandfathered in. If you bought them before October 1st of the year 2013, you can keep them. You don't have to sell them, take them out of state. They're legal to own here. But new ones, too bad. Anybody coming into the sport cannot buy a AK style rifle in the state of Maryland anymore, thanks to Governor O'Malley and his communist fucking state legislature. They have banned these. But hey, a lawsuit is on, and we have won back some of our rights, and that includes the right to buy strip blowers for AR-15s. They had actually banned those, allowing heavy barrel AR-15s only to be bought as a complete rifle. But we're working on being able to get these AK-47s to be able to be in 40 and 74, our AK style rifles to be able to be purchased again in Maryland. Lawsuit is on, and more laws against lawful gun ownership have been loosened than strengthened. So anti-gunners, keep that in mind. We've loosened more gun laws than strengthened. And I went to my favorite gun shop, Duffy's Gun Room, and they have plenty of semi-automatic rifles that have escaped the loophole on their shelves. So pay them a visit if you want one. There is a type of AK you can still buy here in Maryland. And my next one is a PSL, which is still legal in Maryland because of a little loophole item. Anyway, guys, I'm running out of my 10-minute time. Thanks a lot. Happy shooting. Be safe. And be legal.